So hello and welcome back to another grand adventure with Gertrude. And this one's going to be a little bit different because I would like to experience the Wrathgate from the Horde perspective. I haven't done the Wrathgate series of quests in a very long time, and I don't think I've ever seen it from the Horde side. So I figured Gertrude was the perfect person to experience this with. But since Gertrude still cannot fly, since she is only level 28, this is going to be a little bit different because I have to make my way from Warsong Hold over to Dragonblight. So wish me luck, and I will pop on the recorder if anything exciting happens along the way, but should be a short trip, hopefully. You never really appreciate just how vast these zones are until you're forced to run across them, escaping loot-crazed Hemet hunters. It's kind of funny. Now, if you ever want to do the opposition to Hemet quests, they are right here. And yes, this is I think, giant statue of their arch nemesis, Hemet standing over the smoking ruins of everything. And there is also a wanted poster. Wanted. Hemet for crimes against nature. Artist's rendition of the executioner in his natural habitat, the burning hellfire of the underworld. Last wildlife holocaust location, Nagrand in Outland. And as you know, I think Gertrude is a very large fan of Hemet. She's been joining in all of his quests all along her World of Warcraft career, so I think we'll avoid Dita for now. If I ever make a peace-loving, massively hippie druid character and take her through, we'll have to do the Dita quests. Alright, I think we are almost through the Borean Tundra. We have hit Transborea, and we should be able to just go right across this bridge and be in Dragonblight, where we will begin our quest to see the Wrathgate and check out everything in the Dragonblight area. And we've made it. Dragonblight, Cold Wind Pass. The cold and beautiful waterfalls. Honestly, it's been so long since I've actually seen any of this on foot that it's kind of exciting. I know that Gertrude will be getting flight here very, very soon. Wait a minute. I have somehow missed the quest. Gotta fix that. Gotta get that breadcrumb quest. Alright, where is it? Looks like... No, it does look like it's across the bridge. I so appreciate the mapping system that they've added in, and the lovely mini maps and everything like that. So I think we should be seeing a quest anytime now. There we go. Yay! And here we are at our very first questing hub, the Westwind Refugee Camp. Hello, Blood Guard. I was one of the guards chosen to escort the caravan carrying the armament shipment to this camp. The attack came fast and without warning. We fought and killed dozens of the beasts, but in the end, there were simply too many. Torzin and I barely made it out alive. If not for our injuries, we would be out in the woods hunting down those fiends ourselves. Will you help us regain our lost pride? Search the woods east of here for Anubranar Nerubians and kill them for the Horde. Alright, well, sure we can go kill some stuff. Let's see what else we can do. Look at all these Tanuka refugees. They're kind of like a Tauren and kind of not. But we've got a lot of refugees. Definitely saw another quest up here. Alright. Hey there.
What brings you here?
Into the fold. Before we can officially bring these Tanuka into the Horde, we must recover our armaments from the Anubranar Nerubians. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. That infest the nearby woods. The armaments were lost when a caravan from Agmar's Hammer was ambushed by the Scourge late last night.
Ancestors watch over you.
Stop, I'm not done
It's
talking
not
to you. Venture out into the woods to the east of Westwind Refugee Camp and recover the armaments. Alright, I
May
can do
the
that.
eternal sun shine
Do we
upon
have
you.
any other quests around here? Let's see here. Doesn't look like it, but let's take a look around here. This is kind of a neat little camp. Very cool. What's inside the house? Anything good? No, just a cute little house. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go and get some armaments and kill some Nerubians. So it's not the Nerubians that you have to watch out for when you're doing this quest. It's all these blighted elk that are running around. They're not too difficult, but I'm not really used to having deer attack me. I mean, I do live out in the middle of the woods, and I do see a lot of deer, but I'm not really used to seeing them attacking me. But that should be... I think we only need one more after this. And we can always skin them, which is very nice. I'm not exactly sure why these spider-looking things have money on them. But, you know, it's got a good beat. You can dance to it. Alright, one more. I think we are going to take out this last one. There we go. Crushy, you're supposed to actually be distracting them a little bit better than you are. There we go. Oh, no, I can't count. I still need one more. Alright, that's fine. You look like you want to die today. That did it. Now we just have to go turn these in and see what else they have for us to do. Alright, good sir. I have killed all of the Nerubians. Ah, he salutes us. You have preserved our honor, Gertrude. Torzen and I both thank you for this selfless act. We can choose a breastplate, which would be a little bit better, or our very first trinket. So you know what? We're going to get our very, very first trinket. Good job, Gertrude. You have a trinket now. Alright, let's see. Where is that lady that paces around the camp? Hello there, lady. Without armor and weapons, our newest members will be defenseless in their trek to Agmar's Hammer. Well, here we go. I got you stuff. This is exactly what we need, Gertrude. Brandishing Horde arms will lift their spirits and give them the protection that they need against the Scourge. Are you prepared for the ceremony of initiation? She nods. You will be the one to admit our new allies into the Horde. Oh, well. They are ready, Gertrude. These Tanuka will all willingly join the Horde and give all that they have to see the Scourge driven from the world. She hands us a scroll bearing the insignia of the Horde. Within this scroll, you will find the blood oath of the Horde. Tradition dictates that our new Tanuka brothers and sisters utter the sacred words. Take the scroll and swear the Tanuka into the Horde, Commander. Return the scroll to me when you've completed your duty.
May the
Alright, well,
eternal
let's
sun
go
shine
give the
on you.
blood oath of the Horde to some of these Tanuka. Hello there.
Hail.
We are a people without a home. Worry no more, Tanuka. The Horde will save and protect you and your people, but first you must swear allegiance to the war chief by taking the blood oath of the Horde.
Go in peace.
Alright, well, are you going to take the blood oath there, my dudes? Goodbye, beloved Tundra.
What brings you
Well,
here?
come on. There we go. Will the Horde grant me the chance to battle the Scourge? Yes. Retribution is a given right of all members of the Horde. To avenge my people, to drive out the blight that has engulfed our land, I will take your oath. I will pledge all that I have and all that I am to the Horde. All right. Are you ready, Mr. Refugee? Repeat after me. Loktar Ogar, victory or death. It is these words that bind me to the Horde, for they are most sacred and fundamental of the truths to any warrior of the Horde. I will give my blood, my flesh and blood, freely to the war chief. I am the instrument of my war chief's desire. I am a weapon of my war chief's command. From this moment until the end of days, I live and die for the Horde. All right. That's all you got to do. So he repeats, for the Horde. And we respond, for the Horde. Now arm yourself from the crates that surround us and report to Agmar's Hammer, east of here. Your first trial as a member of the Horde is to survive the journey. Loktar Ogar.
Goodbye.
And that was one. Now I just have to do it 4 more times. Right. With all of our new Tanuka allies sworn in, let's go see if Miss Brighthoof has anything
wish to
else for
speak?
us. They will strengthen the Horde, Commander. Well, here's your
Winds be
blood
at
oath
your
back. Thank you for doing this, Commander Gertrude. They had nothing left. You have given them purpose, and with purpose comes hope. Hope for a new tomorrow and a new life.
Walk with the earth.
Directly east of this refugee camp stands Agmar's Hammer, testament to the Horde's power in the Dragonblight. Well, I have no doubt that our Horde brothers and sisters are already seeing the result of your efforts to bring the Tanuka into the Horde. I want you to deliver news of your success to the Overlord Agmar in person. Go now, Gertrude. Race the winds. East to Agmar's Hammer. All right, well,
Ancestors
let's go to
watch
Agmar's
over you.
Hammer. After we distribute a talent point. What do I want here? Barb shot is always good. We've done our... Yep, we are definitely doing the thrill of the hunt. There we go. All right, on to Agmar's Hammer. Let's go. Well, now I definitely see why we had to arm all of our Tanuka brethren for this journey here. This is not the safest journey I've ever taken. There are feral creatures all over. A little bit of blight everywhere. You know, the usual. But we are only 600, 500 yards away from our destination. We're almost there. And then we'll see what they have for us there. And our destination, Agmar's Hammer. Nice looking fortress. Looks like it's got all the possible things you could ever need and quests everywhere. But before we do that, we should grab this flight point and then go ahead and see what we need to do. In we go. Oh, and there's some of the Tanuka that came with us. Hello, Overlord Agmar. Excuse me, Mr. Tanuka, you're in the way.
Strength and honor.
Well, you have undoubtedly championed the cause of the Horde elsewhere. Many more have been working towards expanding our grasp deeper into Northrend. Even now, we have forces establishing bases in the frozen reaches of this desolate wasteland. We surround the Scourge on all sides. Victory nears as our armies amass at the foot of the Wrathgate, Angerthar. Soon we will tear down the gate and breach ice ground. But there is much work to be done. First, we stop the Nerubians. Alright, so that's the plans, huh? There remain only two primary threats that stand in our way. One is the dread citadel of Naxxramas far to the east, above the Alliance fortress of Winterguard, and the other is the Pit of Narjan, the exit point for the undead armies of Azul Narab. It is from the Pit of Narjan that the Nerubians, tongue twister, say that 3 times fast, assaulted and ultimately razed the Tanuka village of Ice Mist. We will destroy the Anubanar and close off the Pit of Narjan. Report to Senior Sergeant Gertrude for your commission orders. All right. So, we'll have some good orders. We also need to see what this nice Kirin Toro needs to do. Yes, what is it?
Farewell.
The Moonrest Gardens to the southeast were the final resting place of a group of highborn elves. It was also a ley line nexus. The Blue Dragonflight used a magical device called a Surge Needle to destroy the nexus, freeing the power to redirect at their will. I want more information, and you're going to get it for me. After the land was destroyed at the ruins, the ghosts of the Highborn rose up and decimated half of the mage hunters there. Go, rifle the corpses for clues.
Remember the sun well.
Interesting. And the magical kingdom
Keep
of
your wits about you.
Hello, Gertrude. You may or may not be aware that we Kirin Tor moved our city here to Northrend. No longer does Dalron sit under its protective dome on the shores of Lordamar Lake. Now the city magically floats above Crystal Song Forest. We believe you to be ready for your journey to the city. Speak with me again, and I will cast a spell of teleportation that transports you there. When you arrive, seek out the Archmage Cylindra and give her my signet as proof that we spoke. I'll eventually get around to that, but, you know, we have other things to do here. So it looks like there's also a quest over here. Gotta get all these quests. Oh, okay. It's a wanted poster. Who is wanted? Wanted dead for treason and other treacherous acts against the Horde. Alright, well, we'll worry about those another day. We are here to see the Wrathgate. Hello, Senior Sergeant.
Sug.
We will crush Arthas. The Scourge cannot stand up to the might of the Horde. Alright, well.
For the Horde.
By land and by air. That's how we will end the Anubar threat. Alright, sounds good. The undead Nerubians that attacked Ice Mist Village came from a gigantic sinkhole known as the Pit of Narjan. If left alone, those fiends will no doubt flank our forces at the Wrathgate and end our march to victory. I need eyes on the ground, Gertrude. You are to head west and investigate the Pit of Narjan. We need to locate their primary exit point and seal it off. Find me that location.
Go forth to victory.
And what is this? Oh, the High Executor also needs us. It's a good thing that I intercepted this request from the High Executor Roth before it got to Overlord Agmar. What is worth thinking? He rips up the letter. Hunter, go see what it is that the High Executor wants. Follow the road to the east and pass through the Dragon Wastes. You'll find a path leading up and out of the wastes on the southeast side, and the forsaken town Venomspite will be right before you on the south side of the mountain. Alright, well, we have all sorts of things to do. I see even more quests. There are just quests left, right, and sideways. Alright, so that one is that one. Let's see what else. What else is needed to be done here at Agmar's Hammer? Looks like over here we have Dr.
What now?
Oh, Dr. Sintar Mellifluous. Imbeciles abound. The shipment from New Agmond was to arrive at Venomspite last week and then be delivered to me after some simple field tests. It is a Horde imperative. It's the last piece of the victory puzzle. It's quite disheartening to know that you are surrounded by imbeciles and incompetent boobs. You must travel to Venomspite, near the eastern border of Dragonblight. Find that buffoon Middleton and let him know that I am waiting for my package. Alright. So it looks like a few things that we need to do in Venomspite, along with sealing off a few things. And what do you need, Captain Gort?
What do you need?
Marked for death, the High Cultist Zangus. I witnessed his treachery with my own eyes. The traitor led an Anubar assault on this stronghold, taking out some of my best soldiers. He'd been working with the Scourge the whole time, and we didn't have a clue. How many more like Zangus are there? We'll find them, and when we do... First on the list, though, is Zangus. Our scouts report that he is hiding in the pit of Narjan, west of here. Find him, kill him, and bring me his head. That sounds a little bit icky, but okay. Alright, I think we're going to go and do the pit first, and that will probably be it, and then we'll head on to Venomspite. Or maybe we should do the pit and the rifling of bodies. We'll get some stuff done. All we have to do to get to the pit is fight off a bunch of really nasty polar bears and elk. But it does seem to be right up ahead of us. So, all we have to do is get there. Bad elk. Alright, looks like it is kind of directly below us, but we just have to figure out how to get down there. Oh, that's not too hard. We just gotta jump a little and fight off a few of these Nerubians. And then maybe even find the High Cultist Zargus down here. Very nice. Alright, well, this will be fun. So we have a Nerubian who would like to have something from us. An enemy in Arthas. We are in the midst of a civil war. At the heart of this world, the last living members of my species run off and be annoying. Hey, you. Alright, fine, I'll help you kill stuff. There we go. Alright, would you tell me what you want now? You know what we're going to do? We're going to accept it and just read it out of the quest log. Alright, we are in the midst of a civil war. At the heart of this world, the last living members of my species defend themselves against total annihilation. The Lich King seeks to rule the kingdom of Azul Narab at any cost. Those that do not acquiesce are branded enemies of the Scourge and marked for death. In Arthas, we both have an enemy. Join our cause and rid this place of the taint of Anubanar. Let Anubarak himself hear the anguish of their death cries. Alright, so we just gotta kill some of these underlords for him, while we are also looking for everything else that we have to do. Got it. Not a problem. Considering we were killing them anyway because they were in our way, it seems like a good thing to do. And not too coincidentally, I do believe that is the man who is wanted dead or dead. There he is. High cultist. Alright. We're going to put a little hunter's mark on you. And we're going to take you out, High cultist Zangus. Can't hide from us. No shadow wilting my king crush here. Well, that wasn't too hard. Now we just have to run around with a disgusting head in our backpack as usual. Alright, mister. We did your quest. There are thousands more, and they spill out from every dark crevice in Northrend. Alone, you stand no chance. But together, maybe. Okay, this is annoying. Here we go. Let's just kill off these guys yet again so I can turn in this quest. Thank you, sir. Alright. So, you have proven that you are willing to assist the Empire in this time of need, and as such, we will assist the Horde. Take this scroll back to your leader. It documents the strengths and weaknesses of the Nerubians attacking Ice Mist Village. Consider it a gesture of good faith, a willingness to help your people. Use the knowledge in these pages to crush the Anubanar, and you will have done a service for us all. Alright. Well, that was actually very useful then. So, we have finished in the pit, at least for now, and we will make our way back to Agmar's hammer. Well, this was a bit of an adventure now, wasn't it? We'll get these turned in, and I think that's going to be about where we end it for this week. We'll pick back up next week and see what's going on in Venom Spite, check out a few ley lines, do all of these things so that we can maybe assault Arthas's stronghold and see the Wrathgate. Alright.
Blood and thunder.
That damned sinkhole must be directly connected to Azul Narab. This is worse than I thought. Seek and destroy. That's the next course of action.
For the Horde.
Alright, we're not going to pick up any new quests right now, but we are going to turn in all of these other ones. Alright, and you, sir, what have you got there?
Go with
Overlord Agmar looks over the document. Is this what I think it is? With the information contained in these pages, we will crush the Anubar assault. You have done well to bring this document to me, Gertrude. Perhaps you will be allowed to watch or even participate in the final battle at Angerthar, Loktar. Oh, and we got some new gear. New gear is always exciting. Alright, and we need to turn in the fact that we killed that high cultist. And then next week, it looks like we're going to be picking up quests all over the place. We've got about 1,000,001 to pick up. But first...
strength and honor.
Is that a severed orc head in your pack? Or are you just happy to see me? It's a head.
Go with honor.
Gort holds the head up and stares into the dead eyes. Told you we'd get you. Here's your reward, Hunter. That's one less headache for us to worry about.
Strength.
Awesome. Alright, well, Captain Gort, I think we're going to stand right here next to you, flip that camera around, and say thank you, as always, for joining me on Gertrude's Grand Adventures throughout World of Warcraft. Next week, we will be continuing on in Dragonblight, making our way towards the Wrathgate, and then once we see the Wrathgate event, why, then we're going to continue chasing Mr. Nessingwary. Leave me a thumbs up if you don't mind. It does always make me smile, and supposedly does other good things for the channel. Who knows? All I know is I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Say goodbye, Gertrude. Gertrude says goodbye.